Hey guys, welcome back to CloudRaga. So in previous video, we saw like how to work with function interface, and we created a simple Java classes. So interface was simple. It was just marked with at functional interface, which makes things that this interface can have at most one abstract method. So that's this. Otherwise, we can have default method, static method as well, and lots of other like default and static methods. But we can have at most one abstract method inside this. That's what functional interface annotation determines. Okay, later we created two child classes of it and overrided its method. This is like a typical way of writing Java coding by using interface and classes combination. And then later we called it. One thing we just did by using this interface name. This is just a polynomial call, so it doesn't matter what's the implementation. We will always get some playable type. Doesn't matter it's a chess or cricket. Every time we call this play will call the type which is created on right side of the equal sign. Okay, this was just a way of explaining that how we can combine Java code plus object-oriented programming concepts. Now, here comes the thing: what to do so we can have this code in a lambda expression, right? So let me create one more game tester 2, and let's clear this out. It's from previous code. Game tester 2 is here, so we are not going to use this kind of scenario. Let's remove this old stuff, or let's have it. Okay, so instead of creating this new class and other stuffs, what I can do, I can create its lambda expressions. Like here we already saw in this video how to create lambda expression, sorry, function, yeah, lambda expression for this play method. So it's a void type, so it won't return anything. So this thing goes here, then arrow, and there we go. So sys out, and here we are giving the implementation, right? So let's say chess, let's say playing chess from lambda expression. Okay, that's done. And then this method is complete. So what we just did, we have given the implementation of this interface. Next we can do, or you can say chess, just reference, you can call it anything, and same way I can do for cricket app as well. So no need to write this stuff. Let's get it off and just call this cricket playable, and then playing cricket, right? So cricket is done here, and then what? Let's call this method as well, which I missed. So just playable dot play, then cricket playable dot play, right? Here we are. So right click, run as application, and here we go. So chess from lambda expression, cricket from lambda expression. So you don't have to actually write these classes. You can see we are not writing or using any extra class. Everything is right here because the existence of this play method implementation is right inside the class, but it's not here. That's the power of lambda expression plus function interface. Okay, now we were talking about method reference, right? The actual concept, the original concept was what is method reference and how to use it. So I told you in first video that this method reference is actually a alternative way of writing any lambda expression. So what you guys can do, once you have this, one way of using calling the same stuff. Let's say I want to call this chess thing. Just want to give some chess implementation, chess playable. So first thing is, if you want to have lambda reference, here we have to write on right section. So first of all you need to do something like class name, right, then colon, and then method name, right? That's the idea. That's how it will work. But problem is, which method? We don't have any method here. So here comes the condition. Condition says you can use method reference once you have any method which has same method signature of that method which is going to be implemented. So right now we are talking about function interface. So let's pick this out from here and going to create in a play this cricket here. So we have to create a method reference of this thing. So idea is, if there's a class, or let's say we have just a lambda expression, not even, let's say lambda expression. So we were using this way, right? This is lambda expression for this, and it's working fine. Now idea is, I don't want to write lambda expression for it, because we have to write our own logic. So what I can do, I can create my own method. Let's say public void, let's say I have a method which is already present in my code, right? So we can say play public void test. Okay, blank everything, and here what does it do? It says sys out just says, let's say playing. Okay, so this is my method. Let's copy this going into Eclipse and paste right here outside the main method. Okay, so I have this method sys out, and let's explain this out. So what we can achieve from here, method reference says if you have any existing method, guys focus here, if you have any existing method like this, so you can use that method instead of using or writing any lambda expression, right? So you don't have to write this much code in your system. If there is a method which has same signature as of your method, signature means this method name plus some arguments. Right now method name and argument, method name doesn't matter, I'll write a like proper rules in next video. For now we are just trying to connect things here. If you write if you want to write any method reference, the first condition is your method signature should be same. It doesn't matter what's the return type, what's the access specifier type, either it could be public or default or protected, it could be void, int, boolean, or any wrapper type or any custom class, it doesn't matter. Argument type should match, only then you can use it as a alternative for lambda expressions. So if I have to do this, method is here, let me just write it, but definitely I'll explain it in next video what's going on. So playable, let's just say playable equals, and what's my class name here, let's make it tester for now, a static, and I'll call this game tester 2 colon colon and then test and colon. See, it's done, no error. And now when I say playable dot play, that's from interface, and if I try to run this code, let's see what we get. One more separator, execute the code, and you can say we are getting playing. Playing is coming from this method. Cool. So we have not written any lambda expression like we were doing earlier. What we just did, we just reused the method which was already present. So in next video I'll explain this whole stuff and write some fresh code. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Let's meet next video.